Hello and welcome to my channel. So as you can see from the title, this is just like a vlog, a check-in. If you don't know me, my name's Taki. I am doing Alternative Day Fasting. So this officially, tomorrow will be my 4th week. This is my vlog for week 3 and week 4. So I just wanted to kind of check in, just to kind of tell you where I'm at, what's going on, and what I'm doing moving forward in the next 4 weeks. Sorry, my face looks really greasy. I put some shea butter on my face before I go to bed. So obviously I'm going to be posting a week delayed, but officially this is my 4th week, and I am very, very impressed. I mean, I'm a health coach, but you know, just like everybody, I'm human, and I had put myself in a situation where I gained too much weight, stress, and all the other good stuff. And I've committed to clean eating and all that. Of course, that was just part of my lifestyle, so I don't even include that. But maybe a juice fast or anything like that. I've never done anything for this long, as much as this has been cut into bites, so it's more, for me anyway, it's more copable. And I look at the type of clients that I attract and maybe the general people that want to work with me, and I do honestly think that this is the best. I'm not too sure if next week, because it's going to be like the end of the month, it's going to be the beginning of March in like a week and a bit, if I will start my keto then, or diet, if I will wait until I kind of gather a little bit more insight of how I'm going to do it, prepare myself a bit better. And why I say that is because everybody's like, just start. Now, with the intermittent fasting, you can do just start, because you just have to pick a time and you have to work with that, because the intermittent fasting isn't a diet, it's just a way of eating time-wise. And so if you want to eat McDonald's and you want to eat it from 12 to 6, you can do that. And you probably will lose in the beginning because it's a shift and there is a restriction there, but that won't last. That's like, even if you was eating semi-good, your body will only go so far. You do have to push yourself to that limit. And if you want that result, you have to increase the hours. I think something like a 16-8 is an insult, really, to be honest. As human beings, if you've got health problems, you should push yourself to at least 18-6 at the minimum. But I know that it's not for everyone. But what I'm noticing, and I say this, I've noticed in this in the Facebook groups, everybody in the 16-8 are complaining. Like, some are having amazing results, and you know, amazing, but most are moaning, and it's because there's not enough self-discipline. There just isn't. Like 16-8, you've got an open hour to eat for 8 hours. Obviously, if you pick like breaking your fast, like stopping your fast at 6 o'clock, or a real early evening ones, that's where I think that you're going to get. But if you're pushing it to 8 like me, you really can't be doing 12 to 8. That's just no different from how you'd eat anyway. Maybe you'd have breakfast, but I don't know. Anyway, I do advise you to think about kind of just starting at least 18-6 and then working your way up. The one after that is 24. The one after that is 2 meals a day, and the one after that is a meal a day. So I think, for me, I do alternative fasting, and I started at, I can't even remember what hours. If you see the other video, you'll know. Then I pushed it to, that was me breaking my fast about 11, 12 o'clock. And then I thought I could push it to 1. And then I was like, okay, 42 hours, I can do that. So this week, kind of, I have done my first 47.30. I'm really happy in that, but that happened by accident. Me and my friend was meant to have dinner on Valentine's Day, and you see it on you heard me. But what was I going to say? Sorry, memory's gone. Another thing is, I am really focused. I have been waking up very early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, which is a goal of mine, and I'm not forcing it. Even tomorrow, I do aim to wake up at 4, but I'm not going to beat myself up or do myself in if I don't. On that note, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning and I haven't felt tired. Normally, even on the bus or the train, I would have a nap. I've not done that, and because that as much as them short naps are great, they were making me feel even more tired. So my pros are, tomorrow's my 4th week, and I do like, even in my pajamas, like the fact that I can move my arms and it just feels around my legs as well. It just feels looser, so that's good. You know, my photos don't look no different, but I'm not disheartened. I know if I continue and I just play the game, so to speak, and just keep pushing, I'll get results. I feel fantastic, like fantastic. Like body wise, I feel better. As much as I don't physically look like there's been a change, I'm okay with that. I got myself some new scales, and I told you that, you know, as a health coach, number one, I don't think it's a good idea to be weighing yourself often, because it really, you have to have thick skin, and it really disheartens people. I mean, I do it in my practice. I do it in my practice maybe, and the first week, like every week, just to kind of give you an idea of where you are and what you're doing. And afterwards, I spread it out. And that is the best thing. I mean, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would weigh myself in the beginning, the first every 2 weeks, depending on how long I'm going to be doing the fasting for or the diet for, whatever it is, and then I'd push it to every month. And if you really are on your A game, every 3 months. But even me, I think every month is a good amount. So like I told you in my last video, I can't find my weighing scales. I've got 2 sets. One was giving me inaccurate results, and I wasn't very happy with that. There's some digital scales that I bought like when I had my practice in Liverpool Street, and they seemed okay for a little while. And for my last client that I ended with in December, they worked, but when I was stepping on them, they were giving me like 27 point something body fat, and I know I am much more than that, so I was really disappointed. So this is the brand that I have my original weighing scales, and they are amazing, but I can't find them. So they're in the house somewhere, but I just can't seem to find them. So I was kind of looking, but these scales are between £75 to £100, and I just don't have that money to be buying on body weight scale. So I got this, and this was like £35. I'll post a link underneath, and you know what, it's amazing. So it does what I need to do. It just does the basics. With my other one, it was a little bit more technical, but what makes me laugh, I hardly even used any of those settings. All I needed was the weight, body fat, and BMI, just for the sake of it. But it's small, and I think the maximum it goes up to is 150 kg, which is quite a lot, and it's good. And what I like about this, what I didn't like about my other scales, is that as soon as the person kind of got off, it would give me a few seconds to kind of capture the information, and then it would go. So there was a few times I'd have to, can you step on again? And this one, it doesn't. It stays for I don't know how long, because I haven't tested it, but it does stay for quite a little while, and I quite appreciate that. So these are that. It does body fat, weight obviously, and you can pick either pounds or kilos, and then it does and then I think it's got 4 settings for you know, for a guest. It's got guest, and then it's got 4 settings, 4 settings, 4 things for 4 different members, and then body fat in percentages obviously, and then BMI. So that's good. So as it stands right now, it's Tuesday night. I'm going to go bed soon. I don't know how much I weigh. In the morning, I'm going to weigh it. So by the time I edit the video, it's going to be here. So as you know, all in all, I think as it stands now, I have lost 7.8 kilos, which is here. I can't think right now. So this is how much I've lost altogether. As it stands, it'll probably be more by the time I post this video, so I'll put the current one to give you an idea. Another thing that I'm doing is kind of weighing my food, and what I mean by that is not really counting calories as much as I'm in 2 minds about this. I do see the benefit of counting calories, but I know the body doesn't understand what that really is. So, you know, if something has got low calories but it's toxic, the body's going to take it as toxic. It's not going to say, oh, but it's got no calories, you know, you can have it. It doesn't work like that. So health is more important. But the only thing that has been kind of bugging me is kind of logging my food. I think it's good to log your food just to kind of give you an idea of where you're going, especially if you're not intermittent fasting, just to kind of see where your pitfalls could be. So I'm trying to log my food. I am intermittent fasting, but I'm trying to log my food just to kind of give me an idea of how much. At the moment, I've worked out, and I've put the calendar if I can find it, with the keto diet, how much I should be consuming. So it says 1,370. So I've put that into my app, and with the macros as well, with the 5%, 20 grams, carbs, 70 fat, 25 protein. The protein one's hard for me because I eat fish, I eat chicken occasionally, and I've made a decision to only go organic. So I'm doing my research of where I can buy them for the best prices and stuff like that. And then I'm going to order a freezer and then kind of stock up and all that kind of stuff. And then I don't really eat red meat, and I do eat vegetarian food. The problem is that now I'm learning to read labels a lot more better. The junk, the stuff in them, I'm just like, wow, this is no... Do you know what I mean? So that's where I stand with that. So for that reason, I kind of ordered myself some scales. I was really surprised at these scales. It did say it came with a bowl, which I was really happy with. But when I ordered it, it was all compact. It kind of came like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just a scale, what I'm going to do. But I was really happy. Even as it's not massive, it will do me really good. So these are the scales. I'll put them there. So they're food scales. So if you've got something bigger, you can put the stuff directly on there, and then if you want to use a bigger bowl, like if I was baking, I could do that. So I'm really happy with this, as long as I'm glad it's not stuck or it's not movable. So that will allow me to weigh my food, as in how much, not so much carbs, because I'm not really doing that, but you know, the protein of the chicken, how much everything weighs, just to give me an idea. I'm more looking forward to, or concerned in that sense, of how much I'm consuming, let's say in cheese, like how many grams is that cube. I just want to know, so I have an idea, and it's easier for me to log my food and easier for me to give an idea. And that, you know, as much as I'm not doing full keto, within the week I will be, but I have my Sunday days off. It's meant to be a free day, but I'm going to try to make it as keto friendly as I can. And so I went food shopping yesterday to Whole Foods, and this is all the stuff I got, and it was like £95. And like, I was like, oh, I felt really, really like uncomfortable. When I got home and cleaned out everything, I was like, yes, just to see the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like in my fridge and in my pantry, that made me happy. So I bought a couple of more stuff today. I went to Holland Barrett's and I got some magnesium, because I noticed that I've gone back to exercising, and one of the things I do suffer with, because I am a spin teacher, is my knee, especially my right one. So I bought some magnesium gel. I've never tried a gel before, but I've used a spray, and I'll show you a picture here. And I use a gel. That's what I kind of put on my face. It stinged a bit. I wouldn't do that again. But I put it on my knee, and I know it will work, because magnesium really does work. Plus, I have to start taking a supplement called MSM, and that will help as well with my joints. Pros. I don't really have any pros. I never got any headaches this week. I've been thinking about food, but it's not in, like, I look at some of the Facebook groups, and like they really just set themselves up to fail, but it's not in the same way. It's more in looking forward to. So I'm kind of dreaming of about, and next week, either Monday or Wednesday, I'm going to meet my cousin. We're going to have lunch together, and I'm looking forward to this roti. This is just a West Indian fish roti I'm looking forward to. Sunday after church, I'm going to take the baby to the Sunday market. So I'm going to have, what are they called? Not Angel Delights, are they called? Turkish Delights? I can't remember. There's Turkish Delights, I think they're called. Yeah, I like the rose ones, so I'm going to get a couple of them. But, you know, I'm going to stick with the one, chop it up a little bit and pick at it. I normally do get this kind of like vegan wrap, roti wrap there, but I'm not going to get it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to come home, I'm going to cook as clean as I can. I'm going to have a wine in the evening, and I'm going to have a little bit of vegan chocolate. I am looking forward to. So for me, the struggle, which is not a struggle, is the looking forward to. So I have like my planner, and it's nice because now it's been 4 weeks. I'm on the roll. When someone says to me, can we meet for lunch on Thursday? Sorry, no, I can't. I don't even give an explanation. I can't. Do you know, I'm only available Wednesdays, and then it's these times. Like next week, Friday, I'm meeting a friend on a Friday at 9 o'clock. I'm meant to break my fast at 8. He booked our restaurant at 7. I was like, sorry, I can't do that. Number one, I'm going to be in the spin class. I don't finish till 7:30. It's walking distance, and I'm like putting myself totally first, and it feels fantastic. Like the self-love is there, and as much as, just like you, I've got other things going on in my life that can hinder me, like can say tomorrow or the next day, or you can't focus. Do it, because this has been the most focused I've been in a long time. Yes, I've been focused before. I wouldn't be able to get from A to B, but this is the most focused I've ever been. I'm exercising as well, and I don't feel lightheaded or thingy. The only things that I do have, if you've been watching my other videos, is the water. I really do need to, like today, all I had is 5 litres and 2 cups of lemon and apple cider. That's all I've had. Like, that's ridiculous. I really need to get my water intake. I've run out of bottled water, so I need to go and get some as well. But that's not really the issue. I'm just not consuming enough. I'm just not thinking. And I am constantly kind of thirsty, but it's like I'm doing a dry fast. I can kind of go without, but I know it's not a good thing. Yeah, and that is about it, guys. The only thing that I'm gonna leave you with is that just start, no matter what day. I started on a Wednesday, and the reason why, and I started eating on the Wednesday, is that I remember a friend of mine saying, "Are we meeting for lunch?" And I looked and I thought, oh my God, I should have started this fast on Monday. And I thought, well, I can, if I'm doing alternative days, I can eat Monday, which I did. I can eat Tuesday. I can't eat Tuesday, which I did eat. I can eat Wednesday, and today's Wednesday, so I can eat. And then tomorrow I can fast, and I actually did it. I did it. So officially tomorrow it's going to be 4 weeks. But what I'm going to do, because it confuses me and I never know where I'm standing, like I never know what day I'm on, I am going to, this Sunday, I'm going to call this my 4th week. And next Sunday my 5th week, because it's just, for me, it's confusing me. So officially tomorrow, I'm going to put my weight up, but from now on I'm going to be talking on a Sunday, on a Monday, of my 4th, 5th, 6th week, whatever it is. Yes, so that is it, guys. It's only last week and this week. It's been a good learning curve, like really has. It feels good that I'm taking my health into my own hands. It feels good that my body and my brain is going to be at its peak. And what I do, especially on my fasting days, is just I watch YouTube and find out some more tips and advice on how I can make this whole situation better. I am on a few Facebook groups on intermittent fasting and keto, but keto police, they are a joke. Like, they just spring on you on everything. They've just always got something to say. I've blocked one woman and I've left one group, but apart from that, everybody has been absolutely amazing. Some people are so creative with the way they cook. There's a lot of new people, obviously, and they ask the same thing: how do you start on whatever? But I don't think that's a bad thing, because everyone was new once upon a time. I like the groups just when you start, just asking small questions and whatever, but use your own initiative, use your own research, and know and get to appreciate and know your own body, because what works for them may not work for you, vice versa. But the broad spectrum of things will work. You just have to be committed. My last advice would be to keep your mind where you want it to be. I find that the group, there's a lot of stopping and starting, losing an extreme amount of weight and then falling off the bandwagon, or with the intermittent fasting, not being able to fast past the 16:8, and it's like your mind and the way you speak to you and the self-love that you have to yourself has more to do with this than anything else. Anything else. I do not talk to myself in a disrespectful way. I do not allow myself to cheat because I do not want to feel shit. That's the bottom line of it. It's not because I want to lose this weight or I feel whatever. It's because I don't want to feel shit. So there's no point of me saying I'm going to do something and then fail at it and then ask myself, what's wrong with you? Why did you do that? And then the group are very supportive, because when people do that, they'll be like, don't worry, you can start again. And there's some people I say that to, and there's some I just don't say anything, because I'm like, why do you have to be so strict with yourself? Maybe just, this is what I said when someone thinking me, why don't you just start keto? Because I'm planning to succeed, not to fail. And I noticed that when people dive in because they think they've got enough information, they don't. Enough information for them to make a wise decision anyway. On that note, thank you so much for your time. I know it's a little bit of a long video and I went on. I don't know if I'm going to do any more, but they'll be joined in because this is a vlog kind of thing. Like, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm trying to grow this channel. Yes, I will put down the links to the scales. I'll put down the links to my other videos, and I'll put down links to, I don't have any on right now, but my eyelashes and my boutique if you're interested in any of my lovely feminine stuff. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time and take care.